everybody, I am Attila Tanner. Welcome to a brand new video of Next Talk. I hope you're all doing well. It's been 2 weeks since the last video and many companies has reported, so we're going to go over them in our highlights section. And then we're going to go over the regular reporting of Canadian and US stocks. So let's start with the highlights. And Airbnb reported a 24% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate for them has been increased to $129, so there's an upside for Airbnb. Doordash reported a 40% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate for them has been lowered to $69, and they're trading around that level at the moment. CocaCola reported a 7% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate for them has been increased to $66, so there is an upside for Coca-Cola. Marriott reported a 33% year-over-year sales growth. Target rate for them has been lowered to $207. However, there is an upside for Marriott. All right, let's look at some other companies that reported. Nvidia reported a 21% year-over-year sales decline. So our target rate for them has been lowered to $102, and they're trading much higher than that. The Southern Company reported a 22% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate for them has been lowered to $85. However, there's an upside for the Southern Company. Block reported a 14% year-over-year sales growth. Target rate for them has been lowered to $66, and they're trading slightly above that at the moment. Unity reported an impressive 43% year-over-year sales growth. A target rate for them has been increased to $43, and there is an upside for Unity. All right, that was some of the companies that is reported this period. Now we're going to go over the regular reporting, and we're going to start with the US market. We start with the value stocks. Exxon is number 1, they moved up 1 spot. JP Morgan moves up also 1 spot to spot number 2. And Chevron is a newcomer in spot number 3 with $310 billion market cap and the price to earning of 9. Taiwan Semiconductor, who was in the list before, is now out from top 3. Here we are looking at high market cap companies with low price to earnings, so-called stable companies to have in your portfolio. Dividend stocks, Verizon is number 1. AT&T is number 2, and Conoco Phillips is the newcomer in spot number 3. Blackstone, who was in the list before, is now out from top 3. Growth stocks in the US market, Xpeng is number 1, NIO is number 2, and Asana is a newcomer in spot number 3. They had a 41% year-over-year sales growth, while the stock price had declined 85%. Jumia Technologies, who was in the list before, is now out from top 3. This list is made up by looking at sales growth for a company year over year and comparing it with the stock price growth for the same company year over year and extrapolating it to current date what the stock price is at the moment. We put them all into a huge list, the companies, and then we compare them with each other. We balance the list also with price to sale ratio just to make it a little bit more fair. And then these ones are the most attractive ones. And at the bottom of the same list is the pricey ones. So Blackstone is number 1, Snowflake is number 2 because of their high price to sale ratio, and Nvidia is now there as well on spot number 3, also because they have a high price to sale ratio. Their sales had declined 21%, as I mentioned in the highlights, but also the stock price had declined 34%. Peleton, who was in the list before, is out from top 3. All right, that concludes the US market. Let's dive into the Canadian market and we go into the value stocks there. Royalbank is number 1, TD Bank is number 2, and Bank of Montreal is number 3. Dividend stocks in the Canadian market. Tourmaline Oil, number 1, almost 10% in the dividend payout. Enbridge moves up to spot number 2 and is switched trades places with Keyera on spot number 3. Growth stocks in the Canadian market. Algonquin Power and Utilities retains spot number 1. Kinross Gold moves up to spot number 2 with 87% year-over-year sales growth, and the stock price had declined 25% in their latest report. Capital Power moves in also in spot number 3. They had a sales growth of 133%, while the stock price went up 14%. Air Canada, who was in the list before, is out from this top 3 list because of following their report. All right, let's look at the pricey ones in the Canadian market. Franco-Nevada moves up to spot number 1 because they have a high price to sale ratio. Wheaton Precious Metal is also there, spot number 2. They moved also up one spot. Tech Resources is a newcomer in spot number 3. 25% sales decline year over year, while the stock price went up 40%. Onyx, who was in the list before, is out from top 3 following their report. All right, this concludes the report for this time around. Thank you so much for watching. If you like those videos, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Meanwhile, you can follow us on NextStockYT on Twitter. And whenever there is a highlight to present, I will tweet it out so you don't have to wait 2 weeks. All right, always gather a lot of information before jumping ahead purchasing stocks. See you again, hopefully in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.